There is only one secret for staying consistent, and that's it. You never ever quit. So today in this video I will share with you a simple little secret that when you use it you will stay consistent at anything you do. But before we get into that, make sure to subscribe so that you don't miss out on any future updates. And of course, hit that like button because that really helps me out. If you've been struggling to be consistent lately, or maybe you're trying to start something new but you might fail, so have you even started yet? Or maybe you started but you failed again and again and again because you quit every time things got difficult, then this video is exactly what you need. Because in this video I will teach you how to not quit. That's right, how to not quit. Most people think that success is always linear, but it is not, and there are times where you will feel like giving up. There are times where no matter how much you want to keep going, you just cooey and then you end up quitting. Trust me, I know, because I have been there so many times myself. In fact, I am still there sometimes. I don't think anyone actually becomes successful without ever quitting. Everyone has moments where they do and too want to do it anymore. But if you can find a way to not quit, to keep going forward, then you are unstoppable. So, let's get straight into the video. The first thing you have to understand is that you are the one who decides whether you succeed or you fail. You see, when we were younger, we used to be told by our parents what to do, how to do it, and when to do it. But as we grew older, we should have learned that we are responsible for our own actions and decisions. Now, obviously, some people don't learn that lesson, and they blame others for their own mistakes, which is completely stupid. But most of us do learn that lesson. We do learn that we are responsible for our own decisions, yet we still act like someone else is controlling our lives. Like we still listen to our parents instead of ourselves. For example, you might be trying to wake up early and start working on your goals before everyone else wakes up. But every morning when your alarm clock rings, you decide to turn it off and go back to sleep. Because you were too tired the night before and you thought to yourself, well, tomorrow I will wake up earlier. But then tomorrow comes and you think the same thing again. Oh, tomorrow I will wake up earlier. You see, the reason why you might be failing at something right now could be that you are listening to your old self instead of your new self. Let me explain that. But when you were young, you made certain decisions based on your current needs. For example, you might have stayed up late playing video games instead of doing your homework because at that moment playing video games was more fun than doing your homework. Now you're older. You know that doing your homework is more important than playing video games. But your old self still makes you play video games instead of doing your homework. Your old self is making you watch porn instead of working on your goals. Your old self is making you eat junk food instead of healthy food. Your old self is making you scroll on social media instead of reading a book. Your old self is making you give up when things get difficult instead of trying to solve the problem. Every single bad habit you have, every single bad decision you make, it's all because of your old self. Now obviously you cooey and get rid of your old self, because it is basically just memories and experiences stored in your brain. But you can choose to listen to your new self instead. Your new self is the person you want to become, the person you are trying to become. It's the person you imagine yourself to be 5 years from now. For example, if you want to become a successful entrepreneur, then your new self would be a successful entrepreneur. If you want to become an amazing father, then your new self would be an amazing father. If you want to become a millionaire, then your new self would be a millionaire. You see, your new self already knows everything there is to know about becoming whatever you want to become. All you have to do is listen to him. It's very easy to know what you should do, but it's very hard to do it. It's very easy to say that you should work on your goals instead of watching porn, but it's very hard to actually do it. The only way to overcome that difficulty is by doing it over and over and over again until it becomes easier. It's like a muscle. If you don't use it, you lose it. But if you keep using it, you keep working on it, then it gets stronger and stronger and stronger. Now let's get into the main point of this video. How to not quit. As I said before, everyone has those moments where they just don't feel like doing it anymore. Even the best people in the world, the most successful people in the world, they've felt like quitting at some point. But here's the thing, they didn't. They kept going forward no matter how much they wanted to stop. They kept going forward even if it meant that they had to sacrifice their happiness, their health, their relationships, and everything else that normal people value. They kept going forward no matter how much it hurt. And here's the secret on how to not quit. The secret is that whenever you feel like giving up, whenever you feel like you can't take it anymore, whenever you feel like everything is too difficult and you just want to stop, then you have to ask yourself this question. Will I regret this decision more in 30 days or in 30 years? This is such a powerful question that will change your life forever. Let me explain it to you. Imagine you are 80 years old and you are lying in your deathbed, looking back at your entire life. You will regret the things you didn't do way more than the things you did do. Yes, of course, if you did something terrible, like murder someone, then yes, you would regret that. But other than that, you'll regret the things you didn't do way more. Like you will regret not spending more time with your family. You will regret not chasing that dream of yours. You will regret not telling that person how you felt about them. You will regret so many things you didn't do. So whenever you feel like giving up, just remember that you will regret it way more if you don't try. It takes less than a minute to send that message, to make that phone call, to start that project, to confess your love. It takes less than a minute, but it will haunt you for the rest of your life. If you do undo it, I can guarantee you that whatever you are struggling with right now, it is temporary. It won't last forever. So just keep going forward no matter how difficult it gets. Just keep going forward no matter how much you feel like stopping. Just keep going forward. Another way to look at it is that if you are feeling like quitting, then you are not alone. Everyone feels like quitting at some point. So if you are feeling like quitting right now, it means that everyone else is feeling the same way too. They are probably feeling the exact same way you are feeling right now. So since everyone is going through the same thing as you, then you should try to help each other. You should try to lift each other up. Instead of helping each other, we usually destroy each other. We laugh at each other for being weak. We make fun of each other for not being able to handle it. We post toxic things online just so we can feel good about ourselves for a second. But that's the wrong way to look at it. You should try to help others. Help them as much as you can. Encourage them to keep going forward. And if you feel like they are encouraging you to keep going forward, then you should do it too. Because remember, you are not alone. By the way, if you want to level up in life, don't forget to show some love. Until next time.